So a while ago, a friend and I did a conversation while driving um, on our way to a Jamaican spot. uh, Quite ironically, talking about immigration and talking about other things. And one of the debates we had were about the role of ICE, immigration customs and enforcement officers, in their role of apprehending people who they found to be, illegal immigrants and so forth. And, he was saying that what they were doing is blatantly illegal, covering themselves up, because it also leads to confusion where people who are not law enforcement are using the tactics of ICE to attack people. And what I was, part of what I was saying was true, but I didn't have the whole thing under, you know, I didn't be clear about everything that I was trying to say. In that, partly I was saying that because of the Patriot Act, and the Patriot Act brought about both the Department of Homeland Security and ICE is under the Department of Homeland Security, that people should have been, more apprehensive at that time, because these tactics were then used to apprehend people who were terrorist suspects, right? And we know that there was some racial coding in that, right? So now we see we're seeing the same tactics from 2001, 2002, now being used today with the apprehension of suspected illegal immigrants or legal immigrants who have criminal records. And, he was saying they don't have any right to be masked up. That's actually not true. Cops can wear masks, and this falls under the supremacy clause, which allows, government law enforcement to be masked up if they find it is required to do their job. The supremacy clause covers that, and the supremacy clause is part of the Constitution. So for people who are saying that cops can't wear masks and all that sort of stuff, unfortunately, they can if they justify it under the supremacy clause. So there you go. Now, I'm not saying that can't be challenged. However, if a federal agency or a federal government issues a directive or regulation regarding, mask wearing during arrests, then that can be considered a valid federal law.